Hello. So today I want to talk about a topic, are all Jehovah's Witnesses sad? I've been seeing a lot of videos lately about the depression amongst Jehovah's Witnesses and the suicide rate being really high among witnesses. I especially think the suicide thing is more towards the people that have been disfellowshipped or shunned by the current group and don't have anywhere else to go. So yeah, they would be more depressed. There are also those depressed among the ranks currently, and I did know of a lot of people that were taking medication, but I was thinking there seemed to be a lot of people that weren't really that sad. And so it made me wonder, what's the difference between a Jehovah's Witness that is happy or sad? And when I really thought about it, I think the difference is the motivation for why someone is one of Jehovah's Witnesses. And there are many different reasons why people would choose to be a witness, and I did write a few of them down. Power being one of them. If you're a person in power, like say circuit overseer, an elder, you do have this power among people, and that's kind of an ego-driven reason to be a Jehovah's Witness. And I'm not saying all elders are doing this, but some of them I would definitely say are. But I've noticed that they make a practice of tearing you down, like the world hates you because you're not its own. You kind of feel not good enough if you're not reaching your quota of time. They tear you down, but then they say only Jehovah's organization could love you. So they make you feel insecure about who you are, and they're the only place that you can go to. So you, of course, look to them for guidance. And I think they feed on that power. I think that some of them really do like doing that. They like that people look up to them, and they don't mind knocking you down a few rungs just so you could climb up the ladder that starts at their feet. Let's see. The next one would be admiration. There's a lot of people in it for the admiration of it. If you hold some sort of a title, like you're a ministerial servant, a pioneer, or anything else like that, they really look to you as an example, and people admire you for it. That you gave up a job or did something else for the service of Jehovah. And there's people that really, I think, thrive and feed off of that sort of attention. And what I found, most people that are kind of like that, you'll see them maybe kind of being braggy about it. Like they'll let you know the hours that they turned in, how many Bible studies they have, and they can take care of their household at the same time. You'll just see them kind of be really braggy about it because they want you to say, oh, you have it all going on, and they feed off that admiration. And then there's another kind of person that I knew quite a bit of them, that they don't mind routine. And I think that they actually prefer having a routine. Being one of Jehovah's Witnesses, you know exactly what's expected of you, and you know the rules to follow. People I would put in this category are usually very highly organized. They love their organization. They usually have perfect backpacks. They study for all of their lessons. They just like the routine and knowing what to do. And then you have your social butterflies. And I think when it comes to your social butterflies, the doctrine really doesn't matter to them. And that's why I think you'll never reach some of these people, because when you boil it down, they're not in it really for the belief of it. You could change it how many times you want to, but they're fulfilling that need of community and friendship. So they'll put in their time, and they have a great time doing it because they're with their friends. You have your get-togethers, and you can still drink every once in a while. But even if you're not one of those kind of people, you're still getting social benefits out of it. So I think doctrine comes secondary to fulfilling any of those needs. I think the people that are most unhappy being Jehovah's Witnesses, and I can only speak for myself because I have felt this way, is and it's before I ever looked up anything apostate on the internet at all. You just feel like you're never going to live up to what's expected of you. Your service time, like especially I worked full time, had to take care of a newborn baby, your house, and by the end of the week, I felt like I didn't have anything left to give, but you're still expected to go out in service, go to your meetings, and it felt pointless to me because I'd wake up early, get my family dressed and out in service, and nobody would answer the door. It just felt so pointless to me, and I wouldn't say that I was depressed. I'm a pretty happy person by nature, so it never like got me down so bad that I wanted to take the happy pills. But it felt pointless, and I did really feel like I was in a rat race. The other thing is meetings were so boring, and I'm the kind of person I want to feel like I'm making progress and I'm learning something new all of the time, but it was so repetitive to me, and it got to the point to where there was nothing new that I was going to learn at the meetings. I mean, they'd have an occasional doctrinal change or something like that, and I think people accepted it so eagerly because it was just something novel and different. And, oh, we got to do something or believe something different now. So they would accept it better. I think, in my opinion, it was just because it broke up the monotony of listening to the same thing over and over and over again. But I did notice there's like a codependent kind of a thing going on, especially in the power department. There are people that it seems will want to tell you that you're not good enough and tear you down, and they do it on purpose. If someone does this unintentionally, you can maybe have a little bit of forgiveness to them, but I think there are people that intentionally want to break you down into pieces, make you feel kind of worthless, and then you're going to be willing to do whatever they say to make it better. Jehovah's going to love you, but you're going to have to get your time. You're going to have to study for all of your meetings. I've never been an organized person. I've never liked routine that much. So all of that stuff, I felt like I wasn't living up to it because even in school, I finished my homework the night before a lot of the times. I didn't have everything done, and it was just so much and so overwhelming that I thought I was never going to get it done. But now I know that that's part of the design to keep you feeling insufficient and on that. Because even if you're the kind of person that does it all, it takes up a lot of your time. And you don't have time to really think about anything else. And if you really look at what you're studying, it's still nothing very different. And what you studied 10 years ago, heck, what you studied 3 years ago is completely obsolete and different today. So all that time you spent underlining, getting your kids to prepare an answer, you could throw all that and throw it out the door, and none of it really applies to the beliefs as they are today. So it's just a perpetual machine that's designed to keep you busy and their pockets full. And I don't really even think that's just in my opinion. I say anyone that looks at the real facts and honestly asks the right questions, you'll find that to be true. But anyway, just my thought for the day. Thank you for listening.